Hi, my name is Dr. Evelyn. I'm a Jawad teacher and also a tutor on the accredited Jawad belly dance training courses. In this video, I want to go over some of the technique for advanced Hagallas or Egyptian walk. Now there is another video in this series which explains the basic technique, so make sure you really got that under your belt before you proceed with this one. Now your Hagalla is 3 moves over 4 beats. The normal Hagalla goes down, shift, lift, and the emphasis is on the down. It's got a nice heavy feel to it. As with all moves, your posture is very important in order to get the feeling and the move right for this. So make sure that you are letting your tailbone melt down to the floor. It does look like we're arching out, but we don't really. And even when it comes to the other versions that I'm going to show you here, where there's more of a twist going, it's still keeping it under so you don't let it go and do your Hagalla like this. If you want to do it with more of an emphasis on the bum, make sure this is still holding you in. So your basic Hagalla, as I said, it starts with the down, which is stepping on the bent leg, and then you shift your entire weight in order to get to the next one. And this is just the basics, which obviously we can take for a walk in any direction that we want. Forwards and back on the diagonal, and constantly keeping the move in the hips or walking around yourself. If you want to take it a step further, a very simple way of doing it, especially as your speed might increase, as your confidence with the move grows, is to kind of release the heels off the floor so you're doing it on releve. It allows you to do more things with the move. So pulling in, engaging the core, allowing the knees to the heels to come off the floor, and we can do the Hagalla up here. So again, it allows for a nippier, faster move, but everything that creates the move is in here as well as your thighs. So keeping your core nicely engaged will help you with your balance. And as you want to maybe speed it up, it's easier as well if you haven't have to lift your entire foot off the floor. So just releasing the heel and doing it on releve. Now we might want to move in other directions than just forwards and back. So especially once we can release the heels off, we can start walking sideways with our Hagalla. In order to do that, I'm going to show it on flat feet to start with, so it can be really slow. So the first is the stepping over. It's the bending of that knee, and then as we shift our shift our weight onto that foot, we lift the other leg and we step down, shift, lift, and again we cross over, down. We have to really use the knees here in order to keep those hips still going either way. Down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift. And you can go back to the previous video on this, the basics, and I always recommend keeping your hands on your hip bones, because as soon as you start crossing limbs on a move, it will feel completely different. Once we can do it on a flat foot really slow, you can release your heels again. We can do it in releve. So we can say down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift, down, shift, lift. We can go the other way too. Good. So make sure that when I step, I don't actually step wider than what my own kind of range of balances where my core is. If I was to step really wide, I start losing that balance. So keeping it kind of within your own zone, so to speak, and it's a lot easier to control than if you try to kind of step it really wide. Once you've got it nailed and your core will support you, then by all means try with larger steps as well. So we've got just on releve, we've got crossing over. Now you could also do the hagalla just on the one hip as you cross over, more of a limping hagalla if you like. So we can say down, shift, lift, step, nothing. Down, shift, lift, step, nothing. Down, shift, lift, step, nothing. Same the other way. Down, shift, lift, and nothing. Down, shift, lift, nothing. As we do it faster on releve, it gets more of that limpy feeling. Other way. So those are just some simple variations on the hagalla. Now we can also turn the hagalla slightly on its head when it comes to the pause, and instead of having the traditional hagalla with the emphasis on the step down, we can turn it around so that all of a sudden the pause comes on the up. Completely changes the nature and the feel of the hagalla, and it becomes a lot lighter. At least that's how I feel. So it basically means the moves, those three moves are still exactly the same, but it goes step, shift, lift, hold. So again, making sure you're holding it nice and strong. Down, shift, lift, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is an up hagalla, as I refer to it. It's a variation on the normal hagalla. And this you can do exactly the same with. You can obviously walk forwards and back with it. You can walk around yourself. You could even do it on a diagonal. So again, it's a different type of hagalla. And finally, more of a funky spin on the more traditional hagalla is to allow the hips to twist. And this is where it might look like you're letting your pelvis and everything go, but try to still keep that engaged. So a normal hagalla, we kind of step forwards, and there is a bit of a twist going because one foot moves in front of the other. Now we want to exaggerate that, and we can do that by actually turning the entire foot and knee and hip in. Shift, lift, in. Shift, lift, in. Shift, lift, in. So it's almost like I'm walking on a straight line. This is the catwalk version, and I'm allowing my feet to pivot on the floor. If at the same time I allow my upper body to come forwards, it's exaggerating that twist in the hip and basically the movement of the bum. But at the same time, I'm doing it while still tucking under. If I wasn't tucked under, it'd look something like that. So still in there, but thinking of walking more in a straight line, bringing the entire leg in, boom. And then as I get ready for the next one, I kind of pivot on the balls of my feet. But I try not to bounce up and down, so I'm keeping it nice and level. And again on this one, you can obviously walk forwards and back, or anywhere else that you want to. Your arms and your hagallas can do anything that you want. So there's the basic framing arms and there's moving arms. So we'll try some of these variations, slightly more advanced variations of the hagalla, and I will also put some variation of arms in, but we'll need some music. So let's try that. So we're getting ourselves ready, getting ourselves into posture. We can just start on the spot with a regular hagalla, and then now the music's going to speed up, or at least we're going to speed up. We can speed up the hagalla and release the heels. On a diagonal, back again. We can just walk around ourselves, arms up. Other way, arms go the opposite. And then we can cross down, shift it. Other way. We can do the hagalla just on the crossing leg. Same to the other side. Step, nothing. Or on both. And finally, we have the one that goes up. This is still the up hagalla, but on the spot. Now we're going to do the normal down hagalla, and we're going to allow that twist. So on straight line. And around ourselves. And just normal on the spot. Then we can change it into the up hagalla. And down. On a diagonal. And that's some variations on your hagalla or Egyptian walk. So have fun with that, and as always, make sure that you start with the right posture, the right technique. So if necessary, go back and review the basic one first. Thank you very much for watching.